Well, happy Tuesday, happy huddle day. It's always so much fun to look forward to seeing everybody's beautiful faces on Tuesday nights. And we always like to start with just a quick prayer. So if you'll join me for that. Heavenly Father, I just want to take a deep breath, inhale the Holy Spirit, and exhale all the stress and all the craziness that define my life today, because you're the most important thing. And we just appreciate you being with us all, bringing us together for a great 30 minutes of friendship and fellowship. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay.
Amen. Woo. Perfect. Beautiful.
So you want to do just a quick little crow time?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's always fun. I'll just get started. Congratulations to Denise Medford. She was our queen again this past week with a $412 week. And 3 people, yay, Denise. 3 people turned in their weekly accomplishment sheets online. Tanya Simpson, Mariah Flores, and Denise Medford. Yay. And Tanya was our emoji chain winner for April. So she'll be getting her gift in the mail. So just excited that we're like halfway through this month and the new products are available. Susan, you got some people to crow about. I bet you got some people who've already been on there ordering some new products too.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't done my drawings, but I will eventually. And those prizes for March and April are going to be in the mail this month. My own unit. God love you guys. You're just like, yeah, if we get something in the mail, it'll at least tell us what it's for. We don't know. But we had 2 summaries this week, and that was Nora and Mickey Tesoro. And Nora was our queen with $1,020 week. And Nora, you got some little stats, don't you? You'd like to tell us about as we track you all the way to the top?
I do. For April, I am number 14 in the Mary Kay National area, number 16 in Diamond Seminar, and I bumped myself up to 65 nationwide.
That's
yay, Nora.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
in the top 65 in the nation.
Yeah. So now I got to stay there because I am in top 20. That's my goal. So I am in top 20. So
keep bumping up there. Just give yourself a little cushion.
Yep.
So
and
awesome.
I am registered for seminar, and I booked my flight today. And you know what? They're not that horrible. You know, we keep thinking they're really, really, but mine was $375. I mean, that's
we've paid more than that before. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
They were nonstop and in perfect times. And I just went ahead and bought a little trip insurance just in case. And you know, because you never know. I don't know, but I'm planning to be there. I'm excited to be there with Nora. So if anybody wants to join us, we're staying at the Omni. Got a little room.
And my daughter's tagging along.
That's awesome. I think that's great. She's going to go. What an experience. And you know, this one will probably be just over the top because we've been together. And so, yeah, it's going to be super exciting. And then, of course, Nora walking across that stage and the top something, and it'll be fun to know exactly where you land, Nora. We're so proud of you.
We're coming to choose because top 20 stands there for a long time.
Yes.
Right?
I remember.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay, well, anything else before we get jumping in here?
Nope, I think that
Mary Kay's birthday's in a couple days, right?
Yep, we need to bring that up. Anybody know what they're doing for Mary Kay's birthday? Are you going to run something with your customers? Offer 12% off that whole day? You know, something. Anybody have any ideas, or do you normally do something every year?
Normally, for the week between Mary Kay's birthday and my birthday, they're exactly 7 days apart. I usually do 19% off of all anti-aging products and then 12% off of everything else. But this year I don't know what to do because I do the monthly special.
I know.
So I don't want to double, you know, they seem really happy with that, but getting a big discount on your skincare or anti-aging. What are your thoughts? Anybody?
I think
I was just going to say, if you listen to Monica's, I think she just updated her recording. She does encourage us to combine it, to still do what you normally do for birthday and then still offer, because it's just bumping up your retail and just keep going. So she does recommend we do both. I never did anything special for the couple times I tried it for Mary Kay's birthday. It didn't change my, like nobody bid for it. So I just never have. And I haven't honestly had the time to think about it. So, but anyway,
my initial thought is to get on, you know, on your customer page and on your personal page. Because I think this is one of those, you know, your 80-20 rule, 20% of the time on your profile, personal profile, it's okay to let people know what you do. And I think this is a good time is to give Mary Kay kudos for her birthday and what she's done. She would have been 102 this birthday. And, you know, just some kind of special, something from the heart on both that and our customer page. And then I think what I'll do just on my customer page is re-promote at the bottom, you know, in honor of Mary Kay's birthday, please take a look at my May specials because they're amazing. And there's going to be something on there that I know that you're going to want. So just maybe it's just, you know, a shout out, you know, to Mary Kay and how much she's changed your life and countless thousands of other lives, and be heartfelt. Don't copy what somebody else put, but let it come from you. And I think that's the kind of thing that she would want us to do. Not necessarily give away the store, but just be proud of the company that we're in and that she created for us. So
I like that. And you know, for my
my
birthday,
hand up.
oh, I know, Dee, hold on a second. I was just thinking,
Denise
for my birthday, it might be something that I just post a picture of what I look like when I first joined and what I look like 34 years later. You know, sometimes, you know, we diminish how much of great advertising we are, our own face about our product. So that might be kind of fun. So Dee, your turn.
I've been putting this together in my brain, but I haven't really solidified it yet. But I want to promote the instant puffiness reducer. So I don't know, maybe buy one, get one, 12% off. I don't know. No, that don't sound good when it came out. It sounded good in my head. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll report back.
All right. Let us know what you come up with.
Well, maybe it's some type of I love Mary Kay, or I am grateful for Mary Kay. And you do put a little I package together at a special price that might be $12 off. You know what I'm saying? If it was the puffiness reducer and a couple other things, so that your 12% is about, it's about 10% or something like that. So I don't know. You guys are good.
Okay, Susan wins.
I win. Okay.
Well, that was a good start. And I love Mary Kay package and have eye products in it. That's great. Do something. I think that's the main thing, is to do something for sure.
Yeah, and then with that one, if they spend over $50, they can have something else at half price. It's not that big of a deal. Half price item, right? Big deal. But off of your May special. So, okie dokie. Well, you want me to share my screen?
Yes, share your screen.
Okay, let's see if I can find it here. All right. I'm sure you all have seen this, but it never gets old. So here we go.
Zozo's is next after 3/4 in 1 minute 10 and 4 seconds, and now Epicenter, top splitting horses, and is moving up quickly as Crown Pride takes the leader on the hard turn. It is Crown Pride battling with Messier. They're stride for stride. Epicenter and Zozo's in behind them. Cyberknife sweeps up to the outside. Sandon gets the rail run, and they're into the stretch. And it's Messier, Crown Pride, and Epicenter is coming up on the outside. Epicenter has taken the lead as they arrive into the final furlong. Sandon is coming after him.
Watch him. Oh my gosh.
Stride for stride. Simplification down the outside is next.
Get him.
Epicenter Sandon. Great strike. He's coming.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. The longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Zozo's is
Oh my
I've
God.
never seen that.
I know.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
I have
Oh my
goosebumps all over. Every time I watch that, it just does not get old. Whoops. There you go.
No. It makes me cry every single time.
I know. Did I place a bet? No, but still.
Those of us who live locally, and Susan did live around here, and Jenny and Tanya, you all know. I mean, Derby is Derby. I mean, it's a week. It's like Christmas around here. It's actually a month of activities and festivities, and it's just a big old deal. And typically everybody knows who the top 2 or 3 horses are. Who is really in the money and probably will win. And this was the second longest shot horse in history of Kentucky Derby, went off at 80-1. And some of the stats, and I know some of you have seen all these and read all these, but still they're amazing. So Susan, I just want to talk about, since we're 7 weeks left in our seminar year, when you just quit worrying about what the rest of the horses are doing and just put your blinders on and go and run your best race, that's a rich strike in my book. So Susan, what are some of his amazing stats?
Well, this is cool. I've got some things that you sent me. Let's talk about his stats and then go back to that first thing we were going to talk about. He entered the race the day before the Derby with 30 seconds to spare before the deadline. Okay. Talk about squealing in under the deadline. And he only got in the race because the 20th horse had to scratch. Okay. Tracy, you want to take a couple of these stats?
Yeah, absolutely. So, he started from the worst post position, the far outside. He actually had, I thought it was interesting when they were bringing him around that he had number 21, because I figured since he was the 20th horse, because there were only 20 horses in the race, that they would give him the number 20 since number 20 actually scratched, but he still had the 21 on his blanket, which I think is kind of cool that he was,
that's cool.
So in the worst post position, the last horse to just sneak in and get by. So he had to, and you watched him in that video, he had to weave his way, not, most of those horses just get on and they just run straight out, full out, and maybe just have to, maneuver around a horse or two, but he weaved his way through the field from the very back to the very front. And
for 19 horses,
yeah,
think about that.
19 horses.
That's crazy. In his race career, he had 7 starts, but he'd only won one race. And his jockey, is it Sonny Leon? Is that how you say it, Leon? Yeah. Had never been to the Kentucky Derby. So that was his first as well. And neither had his trainer. His trainer was Eric Reed, and he'd never raced a horse in the Derby before this weekend.
No. And so this always, because when this happened just a few years ago, he lost 24. Eric Reed, the trainer, he had 24 racehorses that burned in a fire in his barn a few years ago. And he struggled with quitting the business after that. Can you just imagine the pain? I mean, I remember when that happened, and it just broke my heart when that was on the news. And then last year, he lost 2 of his assistant trainers to cancer. But he didn't quit. He didn't give up. And he still had a horse that he wasn't even supposed to be in the Derby that managed to squeak in. And they purchased Rich Strike in a claiming race last fall, just last fall, for only $30,000. But he won $1.86 million. That's just crazy.
And this is cute. It said, the horse had no idea he was a long shot. He had no idea he was entered last minute because another horse scratched. He had no idea his trainer and jockey had never won the Kentucky Derby. So he ran and won. He just ran. I always think of that gorgeous song, and it's Run for the Roses, oh my gosh. He even had enough left after 1.25 miles. It says to give hell to the pony horse. Now, I don't know what that means.
Oh, because the horse that after the race, they have pony horse that comes up and kind of tries to calm him down and steer him over to get the garland of roses. And he was not good. He was biting that horse, and he was, I mean,
really fired up. I remember that.
Yeah, he was really fired up. I think he was just so excited. He's like, get out of my way. I don't want any horses around me. I just want to race.
So, you know, you think about, you know, so many life lessons in this. Not the best starting position, not the biggest or best horse. Only got into the race on account of another horse having a scratch, and a $30,000 horse against multi-million-dollar horses. So it isn't always about having the best of everything or being the biggest and favored. It's about the size of heart and dedication to win and excel in everything you do. Oh,
beautiful story.
I got goosebumps, and it just, I will watch that race forever. And that clip where they've got the points on them, just like we showed you, that's where it's the most exciting. We always watch it, you know, Reggie's always like, come on in here, you know, and sometimes he'll say, well, I did sneak a bet in somewhere. And what he'll always do is say, you know, if I'd have bet that horse in a superfecta wheel with such, it would have cost me about $40, and so why didn't you? Don't tell me what you could have, would have done. You know, like we would have made $345,000. So I'm like, well, but so few people are, but it is fun to go, and you should always bet something on the long shot, but 80 to 1 and 1.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Nora, are you crying? No, she's got Nora's really been touched by this story.
Allergies are like crazy right now. No.
So anyway, that was just some beautiful points in there and interesting things about the horse. So run for the roses, girls. Run full out. That's for sure.
Absolutely. I've got a couple of things I wanted to share tonight, just kind of off the wall, because you know me. I hope you know me. I love makeup. I love playing with makeup, and I love learning new things all the time. I'm proud of the fact that 34 years, 33 years, however many years I've been in this business, that I'm still growing and I'm still learning. And two things that I've done in the last couple of weeks that I've kind of switched up my routine, and I've been really happy about. I've just kind of noticed my face, for some reason, was looking a little drier after my makeup was on. You know what I'm saying? It was plenty moist. I've been using the new hydrating serum, and it was plenty moist. But when I get on my makeup on, it was just looking too matte. Now, what did help was the gel blush. I love, love, love this new gel blush. It's just awesome. And it really does just kind of make your cheeks glow and don't look so powdery. But the other thing that I've done is I've started mixing, because I always wear the matte wear, but I mix a little bit of the Luminous with my matte wear foundation. And that has made a huge difference in the finish of my foundation. So Luminous is a little too luminous for me, and matte is a little bit too matte. So if you or any of your clients have that issue, and it's not a year-long thing, it just, you know, periodically your skin just needs maybe a change up. But anyway, that's something that I've done recently that I've been really happy with. And I went back, I was telling Susan, I went back to my translucent powder as a finishing powder. I like the silky setting powders, but again, I think that was making me look a little drier. And I don't know why this time of the year when I am oilier, that was making me look drier, but I went back to translucent, and then just translucent powder gives a nice, silky, soft finish. Almost a photo kind of silky finish.
Like diffusers in it. That kind of looks like it does. It has.
It does. It absolutely does, and it just kind of brightens my face up. And so that's another thing I've done. But my favorite tip is this. So, I am a waterproof mascara user. If you're not, and you like other mascaras, you can still do this, because you can always. I like to teach people to layer their mascaras anyway. Use waterproof first. That will enhance your curl, because once you curl your lashes, if you put waterproof on immediately, it will hold your lash. And you all do know that we are either have done or are doing away with the lash primer. Everybody's on top of that. So you can use this as a lash primer as well, waterproof mascara. So I've always done that. And then if I decide I want thicker, fuller lashes, I could put some Ultimate over top of it or whatever. But I'm always start with my waterproof mascara and my lash curler. But the other thing that I've done for a long time is use the eyeliner pen and to tight line is what the technical term. And that is, you know, right underneath your upper lashes using, you know, a little bit of a pen instead of putting liner on top of your lashes, but putting liner right next to the top of your lashes, almost on the waterline, but not on the waterline, if that makes any sense. But the other day I was the waterproof, the pen just didn't seem like it was going on as well. And I was a little frustrated with it. So the next time I did it, I just took my mascara after I had my mascara on, and I held it perpendicular. And if there's too big of a glob on the end, clean it off a little bit, but you still want it pretty wet. And I just started pushing it up underneath. I'll do it. Hang on, right underneath the lash line. So just walking it up and pushing, and then getting it a little wet again, and then pushing. And oh my goodness.
I can see a difference now.
It already shows a difference, just adding some to it. It stays on because it's waterproof. It doesn't get in your eyes. It doesn't flake off. It gives you a thicker, much thicker lash line, stays on whether you're sweating, whatever, all day long. Much easier to apply, I think, even than going, and you just basically use the end of, you know, and it's your next step. So just, whoops, don't stick it in your eyeball. Don't do that. That's not a good thing, but just take it up underneath your lash line and just push it. You are going to love this. And you don't need, if you still want liner, go right ahead, put liner on the top, but you won't need it. You won't need it. So there's my fave tips for this week.
Wonderful. Very pretty. Teresa's always got some clever thing. That's why it's so fun to room with you.
What are you gonna teach me now? What are you gonna teach me
Nora?
now?
Guess I get to be Nora's makeup artist at seminar this year. My pleasure. So that's all we got. Today was the day we said you can order the new products. Who's got them ordered already? If you were a star, yes. If you were a star consultant or did the PCP for the summer. So that's good. I know I sold every one of my depuffers, and you know when you know it's time to place an order, and you're like, you hold your breath when somebody's got to place an order because you're like, oh gosh, am I going to have everything they want? That's where I am right now. I'm like, I've got to take time either tonight or in the morning to place another big order, because you don't want to hope that they don't call you. Okay, you want them to call.
Not a good place to be. Yeah, no,
not a good place to go. Gosh, hope nobody orders anything because they'll probably not have it. And you're like, how many you want? I got a bunch of them.
Exactly.
So that's cool.
Exactly. You guys
right,
make
girls.
a great week. Keep working, set a goal, have some place that you plan to finish on June 30th. And if you need help coming up with a plan, you know who to call.
That's right.
Okay.
Love ya. Goodbye.
Guys, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.